Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on using the Office 365 portal to schedule meetings at Starfish Family Services. The first thing we need to do is to log into the portal. It is suggested that you use Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome as your internet browser for the Office 365 portal. Internet Explorer does not work as well with the portal, and so I'll be using Mozilla Firefox. The first thing I need to do is log in. And once I'm logged in, I can go up to the app button in the upper left-hand corner. And if I press that, I get the choice for my calendar. Now, on the left-hand side, I've got people's calendars that I have um, subscribed to. I've got other calendars and so forth. What I want to do first is create a calendar group. And so to do this, I simply right-click in an open area on the left-hand side and choose New Calendar Group. I'm going to name that calendar group Rooms. And now I can right click on the word Rooms and choose Open Calendar. To search for the calendars, you're going to need to know at least part of the names of the calendars. If you just search Hively, you're bound to get every single person that is at the Hively building. So you'll need to know a little bit more about the name. So in this case, if I put in Hively, I have previously added the Hively conference rooms to my list of uh, rooms inside of the Office 365 calendar, so they're appearing here. But my suggestion to you is to search for Hively Conference, and that should give you all three of the Hively conference rooms. And in this case, I'm going to add Hively Conference Room A. If I go down here under Rooms, you now can see Hively Conference Room A. I will also add Hively Conference Room B, and I will add Hively Conference Room C. Now that I have all three calendars in here, you will also notice that these calendars have been added across the top here. And inside of your calendar, it's all layered. And what that means is that it's layered by color. So everything that's green is an item that's on the conference room A. If you only want to see conference room A, you'll need to uncheck the boxes for conference rooms B and C, as well as the other calendars that you may have. And then you can see everything that's in conference room A. To book a meeting, you're going to need to select a date and double click on that date. Now you will have the scheduler up, and for my event, I'm going to put in just test event. For location, I can go into add room, and if I know where I want to schedule my meeting, I can look at the different rooms that are available, and they will say free if they're available and busy if they're not. But I want to be able to take a look at the calendars of the people that I want coming to the meeting and bring up the calendars for the three Hively conference rooms to see where I can book my meeting and see what's available. So first I'm going to choose my date and time. So my date is Tuesday, March 31st, 2015. It's not an all-day event. It's going to be a 1-hour meeting. And my 1-hour meeting, I would like to be able to do it from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now I'm going to click on Scheduling Assistant. And Scheduling Assistant, if you've used that in Outlook before, gives you the ability to add your attendees. And in this case, I'm going to add Leon and Heather. And I am also going to add my calendars. The thing to realize now is that calendars are people, and that means that they have their own mailboxes. So if I type in Hively Conference Room A, it is also added. If I type in for Conference Room B, and then Conference Room C. Now I can take a look at my schedule here and see what I'll need to adjust to be able to make this meeting happen. From looking at things, Leon and myself were both available all day long. Heather's booked pretty solid, but she does have an opening between 1 and 2. Conference Room A doesn't work from 1 to 2, but Conference Room B and C both work. So I'm going to adjust my meeting to 1 p.m. I know that I can't use Conference Room A, so I take that out. And I've decided to use Conference Room C, so I'll take Conference Room B out. And now I have everything that I need for the meeting. So down here I can click on Add Room and choose Hively Conference Room C as my room. And you'll notice that it now takes that out of the choices here. So that's important because when we go back to the scheduling, you will notice now that Hively Conference Room C is an attendee, and it's also listed as the location. It's a little bit redundant, but that's how the Office 365 scheduling works. And that way you don't have to put the location in afterwards and then have it listed a second time down here in attendees where then you'd have to delete it. So now I have my attendees, I have my room scheduled, event named, I have the times down, and I can put any other notes I want in here, and I click send. Now remember, we did this with Conference Room C, so I'm going to bring Conference Room C back up, take B off, A, and if I go to the 31st, now you'll see it has 2 extra items in here. We go in and we can see on the right-hand side over here that from 1 to 2 p.m. our test event is scheduled in Conference Room C. The next thing I'd like to cover with you is booking delegates. Booking delegates are individuals at the different locations that decide whether somebody is able to book a room or not. We have booking delegates at Michigan Avenue, Dearborn Thrive by 5, and Woodson. The booking delegates at these locations are the people who monitor who is booking what rooms and make adjustments if needed. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show an example of what it's like to book with a booking delegate, because it is slightly different. You do book the room, it is scheduled for you tentatively, but it is also awaiting approval from one of the booking delegates for it to be actually booked. So we're going to use Woodson as our example for this. And so if I type in Woodson and hit enter, I get a list of all the people from Woodson. And so I know that the Woodson conference room is in there. And so I click open, and the Woodson conference room is added to the list or overlaid onto my calendar. And now I can try and book my meeting. I'm going to book my meeting for Friday, April 3rd. And for my location, in this case, I know it's the Woodson Center. And I know that it's going to be the Woodson conference room, so I don't have to do a lot of choosing there. Already listed as an attendee. It's not going to be an all-day event again. It's going to be 1 hour. And I'd like to have it around 11:30. Test event is the name. Now I can go into Scheduling Assistant. Now I'm already listed here, obviously, because I'm the person who's going to be hosting the meeting. I'm going to add Leon and Heather to the meeting as well. And it looks like at 11:30 we're pretty good all the way across the board. So I can click OK. So I have my location, I have all of my attendees, and I can go ahead and click Send. Now if I head back over to my email and give it a moment, I'm going to receive an email that will tell me that my meeting has been tentatively booked. And there it is. You can see that it says that your request was received and is pending approval. On the other side, Toya Hatcher at Woodson is going to receive an email that looks like a meeting request. And on that, she can click Accept, Decline, Tentative, or she can suggest another time. The reason she would want to suggest another time is if your meeting is back to back with another meeting and say there needed to be cleanup or something along that lines. If she knows that there's going to be a meeting scheduled at the same time as yours, she may request a different time. And so, again, that's only at Michigan Avenue, Woodson, and Thrive by 5 Dearborn Atrium. I hope this tutorial has been informative for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to submit a help desk ticket. Thank you. Have a good day.